Just thought I'd do a little video on Errol Spence versus Chris Algieri coming up soon. Um, Now we all know about Chris Algieri. He was a former WBO light welterweight champion, and he fought Manny Pacquiao and got knocked down on numerous occasions. And he was very spirited in that fight to come up and take Manny Pacquiao to the full distance. Um, and then he fought Amir Khan, and we know what happened there. It was a really difficult fight for Khan. A lot of people thought that Amir Khan lost that fight. I personally believe Algieri didn't do enough, but he did well against Khan and made things difficult for him. So anyway, moving on from that, he's fighting Errol Spence. Errol Spence, as I said before about Terence Crawford, a lot of people are expecting big things from Terence Crawford. Although he fights in the light welterweight division, people are looking forward to him moving up to the welterweight division. And a lot of people are seeing the Terence Crawfords and Errol Spences as the new pay-per-view stars after the retirement of Money Mayweather. Now, obviously, I said in the previous post that Terence Crawford needs to be fighting better guys. He had a good fight against Lundy, and he finished the job in 5 rounds. And I think it made for an exciting fight. Check the video out if you haven't seen it. But ultimately, I was talking about the build-up to the fight and how it made for an exciting build-up and an exciting fight. But it really wasn't a contest for Terence Crawford. And a lot of people would like to see him fight the main guys in the light welterweight division, namely Victor Postol or Provodnikov. I hear that's his next fight, and some really notable guys, and possibly move up from the light welterweight division to the welterweight division. Now, there were talks of Terence Crawford fighting Manny Pacquiao, because they're both from the same promotional stable. I said this before, and because Terence Crawford hasn't really fought anybody of note, if he wants to become a pay-per-view star, he needs to be fighting the bigger and better guys in the light welterweight division and move up to welterweight and start aiming for them big fights. And similarly, a lot of people are seeing Errol Spence as the new, pay-per-view star in the 147 division. Personally, I mean, we haven't seen much of him. He hasn't really fought anybody of note. This will be the first, reasonably well-known fighter that he's going to meet. And it'll be interesting to see what happens when he meets Chris Algieri. Now, I mean, Chris Algieri, he's a good fighter. I personally think that Errol Spence is going to beat him. I think he's got more power than Algieri. And I think if Algieri stands and trades, then he's likely to get knocked out. That's what I personally think. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, Errol Spence needs to beat him in good fashion. It will tell us a lot, this fight, because as I say, Chris Algieri fought Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao knocked him down loads of times, but it didn't get him out of there. Similarly, Amir Khan fought him and didn't get him out of there, but it made it very awkward for Khan. So if Errol Spence comes along and just puts on a poor performance, then people are going to, question whether he really is this exciting upcoming fighter. So he needs to really make a very good impression. I know styles make fights, but I think that he needs to perform well in order to catch the eye of the boxing community and the casual fans. He needs to be really beating people like Chris Algieri in good fashion. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, a lot of people are looking at Errol Spence as the and Terence Crawford as the new stars in the welterweight division, and it'll be nice. I would like them to move up and fight some of the top guys. You've got so many guys in the welterweight division. It's red hot at the moment. You've got the Amir Khans, you've got Kell Brooks, you've got Garcias, Thurmans, Porters, I'd like to see those big fights being made. But I personally think Errol Spence is going to beat Chris Algieri, and I'm looking forward to watching that fight. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.